Hello! In this video, I will show you how to make a big, fluffy dog bed from a simple blanket. The finished bed measures 110 by 59 centimeters and it's around 15 centimeters or 6 inches high. The bed also has a cross sewn inside for extra structure and is doggy approved. My recommendations for the size of your dog bed are on screen. Pause when you need to. I first cut a rectangle in the size that I wanted my dog bed to be. I added 3 centimeter or 1 inch and a quarter for a seam allowance. And then I copied this rectangle because you need 2 rectangles for this dog bed. This blanket had 3 layers, which I hadn't expected. I thought that it would have 2 layers. Then I zigzagged around the edges to prevent them from unraveling during the sewing process or later in my washing machine. The easiest way for me to lock the layers in was to first zigzag half a centimeter or a quarter inch from the edge. Then I cut off the excess fabric. And then I did a final zigzag on the edge to lock everything in safely. I wanted this dog bed to have high sides so that it's really big and fluffy. I measured the circumference of my square, which was almost 4 meters. So I rounded it up to 4 meters. And then I added 4 centimeters for a seam allowance. I wanted the height of the bed to be 15 centimeters. That's around 6 inches. So I cut 18 centimeters for seam allowance. That's around 7 inches. I cut this strap out of the blanket in 2 parts. Then I sewn these together. And of course, I pressed my seams and locked in all the edges. Then I pinned this strap around the square. Please be careful with using actual sewing pins, as these pins can get lost in a thick blanket like this. And that can create all kind of dangerous situations like breaking a needle or hurting your little furry friends. As you might have noticed, we are expecting a baby. So if you have any experience in helping a dog getting used to a baby around the house, all tips or recommendations are welcome in the comments below. If you are sewing this with a thick blanket like I was, I recommend using a walking foot. My old sewing machine that I bought around 10 years ago has one. And this makes it really easy for me to sew thick fabrics like this. I also used a denim needle to sew this. As to my knowledge, fleece blanking sewing needles don't exist. If you want to make the sewing process of this dog bed easier, I do recommend using a thinner fabric, like a 1-layered fleece blanket. I sewn this with 1.5 centimeter seam allowance. You of course have to close this strap. I did this somewhere in the middle of sewing the strap to the blanket. Be sure to press your seam and to secure everything to the square. Once I pressed this whole construction, it was time to add the second square. Here you have to leave an opening so that you can turn this bed around and fill it up. I chose an opening of 16 centimeters, that's around 6.25 inches, which in hindsight was a little small. I also went up between the edge and the seam allowance, as I show you here on this illustration. If you sew along the square this way, the opening will fall inside once you turn it around, which will help for a neater finish. Then I sewn all of these together, not forgetting the opening. Then I pressed all the seams, paying special attention to the corners, before turning this whole construction inside out. This is why I recommend adding a bigger opening, because I definitely chose the hard pad with this opening. But at the end, it worked. Since I want to be able to access the stuffing for cleaning and restuffing, I'm going to add Velcro as a closure for the opening. I thrifted this bag full of random stuff a couple of months ago, and there was some sewn Velcro inside. I attached this to both sides. Dogs prefer a bed that has some elevation to it. This makes them more comfortable. That's why most commercial dog beds have sewn on buttons or lines inside them to create this structure. The easiest way to add this to a home sewn dog bed is to sew a cross in the middle that connects both layers together. I marked my cross to be around 1/3 of the length or width of my bed, so for me that was a cross of 35 centimeters. I sewed this with a simple straight stitch. Be careful to backstitch a couple of times at the beginning and the end. Bring me into golden sunlight if I'm going with you. And now it's time for the fun part. Stuffing up this dog bed. I use this. It comes with my dog's food every month. It's some kind of insulation that keeps it frozen on the roads. But if you don't have this, here are a few alternatives that you can use. Fabric scraps, old worn out clothing like t-shirts or sweaters, thrifted blankets cut into large strips, straw if you happen to live on a farm. Sometimes I also see these large old stuffed animals in the thrift store. These have a lot of filling to them that would be kind of cheap, but cutting them open gives you serial killer vibes. So that's the reason that I never done that, but it's an option. Old pillows or cushions or old foam from inside a mattress are maybe a safer option. Or you can also just buy dog bed stuffing. Since this bed has a Velcro opening at the side, I can take the stuffing out to put it in the washing machine. If your washing machine is big enough and your stuffing is washable, you can put it in with the full stuffing. I want to say that I'm going to do this every month, but let's be realistic. It's more going to be like every 2 to 3 months. I do, however, weekly clean the dog beds and I treat them like I treat carpets. I vacuum clean or I use a lint roller to remove all the hair. Then I shake it out. If it's sunny outside, I also lay it in the sun. The sun is a natural disinfector. And I also use things like baking soda or a fabric spray to disinfect. For me, that's enough to keep it clean in combination with washing it every few months. In my previous video, I asked people to share their experiences with shelter dogs with me because we were thinking about either buying a puppy or a shelter dog. And after all your sweet recommendations and stories, we decided to adopt a shelter dog. Sky! Sky! Come here! Come, come, come. This is our shelter dog, Sky. He is a Yakutian Laika. We adopted him 2.5 years ago, and he has made our lives so much better, cuter, and softer. I also had so many sweet comments on my previous video where people told me that they used the video to make dog or cat beds for shelters, and that made me so happy. So if you're using one of my videos to make something, please email me a photo. That would make me so happy. If you have any questions or recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for all of the kind comments on all of my dog bed making videos. Bye!